Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a simple yet profound observation. Only 5% of people over the age of 70 can still perform 5 basic tasks that are crucial for maintaining independence and vitality. These aren't extreme feats or superhuman abilities. They're fundamental activities that signal the difference between living fully and merely existing. Let me ask you this. Do you want to be part of the 95% who can't? Or the 5% who still can? Because here's the hard truth. Aging isn't just about time passing, it's about the choices we make every single day. If you think your body simply declines because another year has gone by, you're underestimating the incredible power of responsibility and discipline to reshape your trajectory. This understanding that decline isn't inevitable is where resilience begins, not resignation. Let's dive into these 5 benchmarks. If you can perform them after 70, chances are you'll not only live longer but also better. 1. Rising from the floor without using your hands. This might sound trivial or even laughable, but don't be fooled. The ability to stand up from the floor using only your legs and core reveals so much about your physical health. It's one of the movements we often take for granted, until it's too late. Getting up from the ground engages multiple muscle groups, quads, glutes, abs, back stabilizers, and integrates them in a coordinated effort. But it's more than just strength. It's about control, balance, proprioception, your body's awareness in space, and how well your nervous system communicates with your musculoskeletal system. It requires mobility, flexibility, and enough cardiovascular efficiency to avoid feeling winded from the effort. Research supports its importance. Studies show that individuals who struggle with this basic movement are 5-6 times more likely to face mortality risks within 6 years compared to those who can do it effortlessly. This isn't correlation, it's causation staring you in the face. The good news? You can train for it. Neuroplasticity doesn't vanish with age, muscles still respond to resistance, and your nervous system can adapt at any stage of life. Practice getting up from the floor as deliberately as you'd prepare for a marathon or a heavy lift. Start now, because the floor isn't your enemy. It's proof of what your body is still capable of. 2. Walking briskly for 30 minutes. Walking may seem mundane a task, so ordinary it barely registers as noteworthy. Yet, hidden within this simple activity lies a powerful tool for enhancing longevity and quality of life. When you walk briskly for 30 minutes, your entire cardiovascular system gets activated. Your heart pumps faster, your lungs expand deeper, and circulation improves throughout your body. This rhythmic, repetitive motion enhances oxygen delivery to every cell, including your brain, boosting cognition, stabilizing mood, and reducing the risk of degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. What's more, walking isn't just about endurance. It's about balance, coordination, and neuromuscular intelligence, the subtle forces required to keep each step controlled and fluid. For seniors, maintaining the ability to walk without difficulty is key to staying independent. When walking becomes labored, the consequences extend beyond slower movement, and it leads to falls, isolation, and hospitalization. The irony is that walking feels easy until you can no longer do it. So act before the struggle begins. Build the habit now, strengthen your legs, and create a buffer against decline. Because walking isn't just about staying mobile, it's about staying human. San. Lifting 20 kilograms, 44 pounds. Lifting something that weighs 20 kilograms might not sound glamorous, but consider this. It's roughly the weight of a grocery bag, a small child, or an important object you might need to retrieve. This isn't about heroic feats, it's about practical strength. And yet, for many over 70, this level of strength quietly slips away, leaving behind dependence, frustration, and fragility. Strength isn't optional as you age, it's essential. Muscles aren't just for show, they're reservoirs of vitality. When you lose muscle mass, your metabolism slows, bones weaken, balance falters, and injury risk skyrockets. Muscles protect you, they stabilize joints, shield bones, and literally keep you upright. But here's the empowering truth. Strength can be rebuilt at any age. Yes, the process slows with time, but your body remains capable of adaptation. Resistance training, even light weights or bodyweight exercises can restore functional strength. It's not about ego-driven lifting. It's about reclaiming independence and confidence. Strength creates a sense of control, which ripples into mental and emotional well-being. When you feel physically capable, you see yourself as someone still in the game. Sue. Balancing on one leg for 10 seconds, standing on one leg for 10 seconds might seem laughably simple until you try it and realize how much is happening beneath the surface. This test reveals far more than meets the eye. It's not about athleticism, it's about integration. Your muscles, eyes, ears, and brain must work in harmony to keep you steady. When they don't, your body wavers, signaling that something deeper may be breaking down. Balance isn't just physical, it's neurological. It reflects how well your brain manages your body in space. Declining balance could indicate early warning signs of cognitive aging or nervous system issues. For seniors, poor balance carries severe consequences. Falls are the leading cause of injury. Related deaths among older adults, often triggering a cascade of medical interventions. The good news? Balance is trainable. Practice standing on one leg. Incorporate exercises that strengthen your legs, core, and even your eyes. With consistency, what once felt challenging will become stable. There's a metaphor here, too. Balance is about maintaining composure when everything around you shifts. As you age, life throws more challenges your way physically, emotionally, existentially. The ability to stay centered literally and figuratively becomes a symbol of resilience. Woo! Waking up each morning with purpose. While physical health often dominates discussions about longevity, purpose is the animating force behind it all. Purpose is your internal compass, reminding you that there's still something meaningful to accomplish each day. Without it, no amount of muscle, balance, or mobility will truly keep you alive in spirit. Studies show that older adults with a strong sense of purpose have lower rates of heart disease, depression, dementia, and even mortality. They sleep better, recover faster from illness, and are more likely to engage in healthy behaviors like exercise and social connection. Purpose translates into tangible benefits for both mind and body. Purpose doesn't have to mean grand ambitions or relentless productivity. Sometimes, it's about being present for loved ones, sharing wisdom with the next generation, caring for a pet, volunteering, creating art, or telling stories. Purpose doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be yours. It gives structure to your days and meaning to your actions. Living without purpose often leads to stagnation, isolation, and a subtle form of decay. Days blur together, motivation fades, and the idle mind begins to spiral. But when you're connected to something greater than yourself, something beyond immediate pleasure or comfort, you stay mentally, emotionally, and spiritually engaged. That engagement is life itself. Final thoughts. These 5 benchmarks, rising from the floor, brisk walking, lifting weight, balancing, and waking with purpose, are more than tasks. They represent freedom, independence, and vitality. None of us can stop time, but we can choose how we move through it. Whether you're 70 or younger, start today. Train your body, nurture your mind, and embrace your purpose. Because when you know why you wake up each morning, figuring out how becomes infinitely easier.